Some new warnings popping up right now tonight.
Kevin Leidy here with the very latest. Kevin?
All right, here we go. We got a pretty dangerous situation. Just for heads up, everybody out there, we're gonna go ahead and stay with this. We have 2 tornadoes right now confirmed that we have right now, and I've got them marked here for you. There's a new tornado warning just being issued here for Boone County. If you're in Omaha, Arkansas right now, this is tornado number 1. We work your way back here near Berryville, now east of Berryville, near Green Forest, just north of Green Forest. Okay, so 2 tornadoes have been confirmed right now, and this is what we're tracking. These are all moving here to the east with a slight northeasterly trajectory, okay? If you're over here along Blue Eye to Ridgedale, along Highway 65 there, as you travel south across the state line, okay, this is where we have 2 tornadoes, okay? There's one that's right here on the county line, okay, from Carroll into Boone County. And then the second one here, again, now is going to be crossing over just to the north of the Green Forest, Arkansas area. Bob?
Yeah, we're also getting a new tornado warning for Taney County.
Okay, Taney County.
Till 6:45.
Okay, so that would include southern portions of Taney County now. Back things out here and take a look at where this new tornado warning is and what it's going to include. It hasn't quite populated here just on the radar.
It's the very southern fringe of Taney County.
Okay, that makes sense here. So far southern Taney County. Okay, there we go. I can see it's just barely kind of coming into Ridgedale there. So that makes sense there. You can kind of see the red lines. Kind of tough to see in the middle of the intense red reflectivity on the radar there. But far southern, so that does include the Ridgedale area. So I want to go ahead and track both of these circulations and what we're now considering to be actual tornadoes, because we have confirmation from the Weather Service about this. And so I'm going to move this first one off here just kind of the east at about 30 miles an hour. So this first one here, eventually Omaha to Ridgedale, and then the second one here, it looks to be coming just south of Omaha, and this would be a little quicker for you in the next 10 minutes. So 2 different rapid circulations. You need to be taking shelter immediately. Lowest level of your home here. Basement is going to be best as you get down there to the lowest level. If you don't have the basement, the key thing is center part of your house, lowest level of your house. Bathroom closet is going to be your best bet. The National Weather Service in Tulsa confirming the tornado there into Carroll County, and then the National Weather Service in Little Rock confirming the tornado near Green Forest, moving to the east at 40 miles an hour. Some very large hail up to golf balls are also possible. We can really see the hook on this as well. And I'm going to zoom into that and kind of show you what we're talking about when we look at some of the rotation. I'll let this update here in just a second. But what we have here is now going to be crossing over Highway 65 for the next couple of minutes. Very intense rotation showing up on radar with both of these, storms that we're watching. I need to switch over to another radar view here real quick to give us we've got radars in Springfield. We've got radars located over to northwest Arkansas into the Tulsa area, and I'm switching that over so we can get an idea. Again, you can see right here. Take a look at this right here. See these colors? We've got some of these reds and these bright greens. That is where we've got rotation south of near Omaha, Arkansas, crossing over Highway 65. Okay, here's what I want to do here. I'm going to take off some of these warnings here just for a second, because wow, we're still getting some intense rotation with both of these now. North of Green Forest, South Omaha, both of those locations there have that potential tornado. All right, a brand new tornado warning now up here into Missouri. Okay, we got a new one here. Take a look at this. Tornado warning is now in effect for eastern portions of Texas County and into Shannon County now. All right, so we're going to zoom into this now. You now are under the gun for this tornado. Summersville, okay, just south of Summersville is where we're seeing some of that rotation. Okay, and this is also moving to the northeast. Let's get you where it's headed. We've got near Eminence, eventually Round Spring to Summersville, Alley Spring. A tornado possible with $half size hail located 7 miles south of Summersville, moving to the east at 25 miles an hour. So here's what we can do for you again. Track this off here to the east. And, well, I can tell you, we definitely have several locations that could be impacted here. But it is into some rural portions. You get over there near Alley Springs State Park, near the campsites over the campgrounds over there. You need to be taking shelter immediately as that storm right in this general location. You kind of see this little notch that's in there is where we have rotation with that storm. So now we're tracking 3 possible tornadoes with this. Bob, what are you hearing? Are you hearing getting into the reports from anybody out there?
I have not. I'm looking at Facebook. I'm posting these tornado warnings at the present time. Once again, you had mentioned just the new tornado warning now for Shannon and Texas counties, and that runs until 7 o'clock. Now, we had seen these tornadoes across areas of northern Arkansas. The particular one, the first one, rain-wrapped. So it's possible that these next ones may also be rain-wrapped too.
And again, go ahead and explain to people what exactly a rain-wrapped tornado entails.
Right. Basically, it is what it sounds like. You have the tornado and it's in the middle of rain, and you might see a rain shaft, but you won't see the tornado in the middle. So now we're getting into a dangerous situation where nighttime is coming up upon us here soon, and of course these storms really casting a lot of darkness across the area. So once again, you really want to take shelter from these storms. They're dangerous. They're moving off to the northeast, east at around 20 to 30 miles per hour, and along with the tornado possibility or the confirmed tornadoes, we also have we've got reports of very large hail.
Okay.
I looked at a picture on Facebook that had somebody had sent me a picture of a tree down on their home. So a lot of dangerous situations out there. We had heard from Lampe as well that they had trash cans blowing around, a lot of paper and stuff. So once again, a really dangerous situation, Kevin, unfolding here.
You know what, Bob, it really is, and I'm starting to get a little bit more concerned that we have had some damage, okay? And I'm going to explain this to you here in just a moment, as I'm going to let this update here in just a second. We're able to see what's called a tornado debris signature, okay? And the radar, new dual-pole Doppler radar, can actually see debris being lofted up into the air. And we see that on radar when we look at this here. Actually, if we can come back to our other camera view here, I want to show this right here. Do you see where we have basically south of Omaha, Arkansas, okay? This color of blue, these lower, we call it, the technical term is correlation coefficient. Basically all it is saying, hey, this isn't a raindrop, it's not a hailstone, because we know the sizes of that, but it's the size of something else, and a lot of times that is some kind of debris. This is heading over Highway 65 right now, so it does look like there's been some damage with this. Again, we're just seeing this on the radar image, so immediately. So reports will come in afterwards, but I can tell you that gives me more confidence in letting you know that you need to be taking shelter immediately, because the indication is right there on our radar of what we call the tornado debris signature that matches up with the circulation with the storm as well. So this is a very, very dangerous situation. Let's get back to, again, just a review of the places that you need to go if you are in this tornado warning right now. Center room, lowest level, away from doors, away from windows, okay? If you don't have that, sometimes a closet's best. And, hopefully the center part of your house is a key thing. Put as many walls between you and the outside as you can. Now, if you are in a mobile home, if you've got time, get out of those. Those are not safe when a tornado comes through. Those winds can easily pick those up. And again, what we've got are storms here that are still showing some very intense rotation with them. We've got 3 different ones here, and I'm gonna come over here and take a look at some of these storms on our other system that we have here. If we can here, guys, I don't know, do we need to pull this over here? Or if you just let me know if we need to or not. So we're looking at 2 areas here, and I want to show you again what we're seeing in these colors here with this. This is Highway 65, okay, right here, Omaha, Arkansas, in this blue color right there. It's right there in that area where the radar is saying we've had some damage. There's been a tornado. This doesn't mean there's still a tornado on the ground. It means there was one on the ground, and that has done damage. So now, over here towards Lowry, okay, and eventually what we're going to do is we're going to probably pull up our camera over into the Diamond City Lead Hill area and look off to the west eventually, because we have a weather camera that's over there. But right now it is this is what I can tell the most confirmation for me that there has been a tornado with some damage, and we've still got some of the rotation that is showing up here as well. All right, again, Bob, I'm gonna try to pull up our camera there, located up into Bull Shoals. This is their same camera that got hit last night with that possible, well, actually it was a confirmed water spout that we had down there.
Right.
Let's go ahead and see if we can try to pull that up for us real quick as some new data comes into us.
Yeah, flash flood warning for Douglas, Howell, Texas, and Wright counties until midnight. So, you know, no surprise with the torrential rains. And boy, look at that camera right now.
Yeah, you can really see the waves there on the lake and that boat being tossed around there with some of those waves. I'm going to try to move our camera around here just a bit, because this is going to have us good view. Go ahead.
Yeah, and once again, that flash flood warning for Douglas, Howell, Texas, and Wright until midnight. Obviously, with the heavy rain, it's running off, causing could cause flash flooding. So once again, you've heard the saying, turn around, don't drown. So you really want to follow that. And of course, yeah, we've got a lot of weather hazards tonight, flash flooding, tornadoes, and boy, yeah, look at the whitecaps on Bull Shoals Lake.
Well, look at those shots down there at Bull Shoals Lake. And then this is back in Tulsa now. Look at that. You can see what looks to be, very difficult to tell there, is the rotor from there's the helicopter shot. So we kind of lose that back and forth. We'll go and come back to the radar back here to us guys. Well, I don't know.
It almost looks like a dust storm.
Well, yeah, it does. Very difficult to see what's going on there. Again, look at those waves. This is east of... this is actually, yeah, east of the tornadic circulation, but eventually could be heading in that location. Let's go and kick you back to radar now. There's our storm coming across. Now, this is crossing over the Missouri-Arkansas state line here very shortly, still seeing some intense signs of rotation. And wow, we definitely have had some damage. I think we still have a tornado here with our storm there. This went through on the south and east side of Omaha. Those in the newsroom, you guys, you might want to call down to there. These indications here that we've got damage that's been lofted into the air, and whether the tornado's still on the ground or not, you need to stay in your tornado safe spots. Okay, if you're down there and you're into southern Taney County as well, watching out there near Ridgedale, as you get down near Lowry, and even this is going to come basically just to the north of the Branson Airport itself, it looks like there, which is located down there as far as southern Taney County.
I want to mention, too, the severe thunderstorm warning for Howell, Shannon, and Texas County. That runs until 7 o'clock, so another half hour or so. We've seen these storms with huge hail. Ping-pong ball-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts are expected with this system. Now, this particular storm is moving east at 20 miles per hour, but we've had other cells that are moving off to the northeast, 40, even 50 miles per hour. So once again, Kevin, we're taking a look at these tornadoes, these supercells moving up to the northeast, and they will be upon you very, very quickly. So do not be a curiosity seeker. Stay away from the windows. And once again, as we've been saying, these tornadoes have been rain-wrapped, meaning you won't see them.
That's exactly right. And what we're looking at here, all right, here's what I want to show you guys. It's showing up. This is my confidence level. We can, this is, you see this gray color that's there? That is what we call a low coefficient, correlation coefficient, which is confirmation of damage that has been lofted, debris lofted into the air. Now it looks like Omaha may have taken a pretty close hit. We're not getting confirmation of this yet, but as I look at this on radar from a meteorological perspective, that's what I'm seeing. That's what this new dual polarity radar can tell us.
And this is a new innovation, pretty much, right? This new...
Yeah, a couple years ago, we had this. You remember the Branson tornado was the first one of the first ones in the country where we got what we call a TDS showing up, and that seems to be the case with this one. So this storm definitely looks like we've had some damage. We've had a tornado, possibly even still a tornado that is on the ground. Actually, I'm pretty confident here as I look at all my parameters that we've still got a tornado here with this.
Looking at video now from Oklahoma City as well, and right near the downtown area, they're looking at very threatening weather at the present time.
That looks like a tornado right there on the ground. Yeah, that's
that
a
Oklahoma
tornado.
City?
That's Tulsa.
Tulsa,
That's
okay.
Tulsa. There, you
Okay.
can see some of the debris.
Right.
It's tough to. It almost looks almost rain wrapped, possibly, but you can see it's not a real condensation. It's so difficult to point out there from that perspective, but you can almost point out on the edges there where we've got a tornado. It looks like there's damage there. You can see the
You can
kind
see
of
how
dirt, dust, and,
Right.
and debris down there. As they zoom in a little closer, again, this is Tulsa. This is the Tulsa area, as they've got a tornado coming through down there. So, wow, scary pictures there.
Look at that sky.
Yeah, that's you can look at you can see the rotation.
The
You can see-
rotation.
Here's your wall cloud.
Wow.
You can look at that. You can see the rotation there. Huge area of rotation. All right.
And the case like that, sometimes you get what's called multiple vortices.
Yes.
Where you get several little tornadoes spinning up as well.
All right. Northeast of Omaha, Arkansas. Northeast of Omaha now to Lowry. Crossing the state line now. Okay, this is now going to be crossing the Missouri-Arkansas state line. Okay. If you're south, okay, south of, let's see here, the Bull Shoals Lake that goes up into portions of Taney County there, you need to be taking shelter immediately. All right, so what else we got?
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm going to go do radio for this one, but
Okay.
severe thunderstorm warning for southern Stone and Taney County until 7:30. Severe storm was located 8 miles south of Kimberling City and moving northeast at 40 miles per hour. So there's a case in point of these storms moving very quickly. 60-mile-per-hour wind gust, $half size hail, and once again, a severe thunderstorm can spawn a tornado as well, even though there's not a tornado warning there. So very strong winds and $half size hail there as well.
Okay. Just asking for those in the control room and back there in the newsroom, have we heard anything down in that area yet? I know we're efforting some, getting some information there, but it still continues to look like on radar that possible tornado. All right, what do we got there? That's
That's the warning for Stone and Taney.
Okay, so a new one coming out. Is that severe?
No, this is the same one I just mentioned until 7:30.
Gotcha. So they've got basically, including Branson now, severe thunderstorm warning because the tornadic part of this, and I'm going to go ahead and, so you've got up here the severe thunderstorm warning. We might have some intense hail, but it is still down here where we might still have a tornado here. All right. They're reporting some ping pong ball, golf and ping pong ball sized hail with the storms out there. Let's take you back into Shannon. And yeah, Shannon County here in extreme eastern portions of Texas County. That tornado warning, okay, there you can see affecting just south and east of Summersville. That tornado warning, excuse me, for Shannon County until 7 p.m. They've got reports of broken windshields in Summersville. No surprise, you can see that intense reflectivity. That's right over Summersville. See that purple right there? So they've had some very large hail down there. They have had golf ball size hail that's done some damage to some windshields, we're told. All right, a new tornado warning. What do we got there?
Oh, severe thunderstorm warning, northern Carroll County in northwest Arkansas.
So Carroll County again.
60-mile-per-hour winds, quarter-size hail.
Yeah, so this is that, we have yet again another circulation developing. This may be a third one that could be affecting, because here's one, here's two, and then they've reissued possibly this one back here to the west as well. So we were getting another area of rotation, it looks like here.
Wow.
Yeah, definitely
same area.
another one near Berryville, another one almost to the north of Berryville. Matter of fact, let's see here. Spotters are confirming a tornado 2 miles south of Berryville, moving east at 30 miles an hour. So this was well, that was a little bit earlier here, but they've got yet a new one here. Boy, confusing situation with so many circulations.
Exactly.
I can tell you this: if you're in Carroll County, if you're in Boone County, if you're in Carroll County or Boone County, southern Taney County, take shelter. Okay, this is an all-out. Take shelter and stay there. Okay, right now. Multiple circulations. It seems like they keep coming one after another, behind one another. Again, something that, boy, here on radar, I think we've got yet again almost what we consider to be a debris ball trying to show up here. Moment. This is actually north of Berryville. What we're seeing there. We've got some higher reflectivity there on the edge of the reflectivity, and so where those kind of line up, and I'm going to go ahead and pull this up here again. We're looking
and
at
once again, we can't stress enough tornado safety. Seek an interior room. If you do not have a basement, you know, the interior room, which could be a bathroom or a closet, something sturdy like that. Kids, if you're home alone, get in the bathtub. You know, just you really want to really keep it safe and keep a wall between you and the tornado. As you can see there, lowest level. Avoid walkouts. Use a mattress if necessary. Go into the closet with a mattress, or into the bathroom.
Yeah,
or the basement.
Yeah, definitely. You know. All right, definitely take shelter there. Talk about the bathroom there, another place you can go there.
Right, right. And once again, a lot of folks are like, well, we don't have a basement. You know, what do we do? And once again, you want to get as many walls between you and the tornado. And the reason being is if there's damage, that the exterior walls take the damage first. Okay?
Closets there?
Closet, yep. You know why? Because that part of the house is reinforced more in a closet or in a bathroom. And once again, the thinking is that if things start going downhill as far as debris or something happening to your home, that's the safest place to be.
All right, we've got Rachel Dubrovin that is on the line. She, well, there's another look at that Bull Shoals Lake Cam. She is just north of Harrison, Arkansas. Rachel, you are close to a tornado-warned storm. What are you seeing up that way? Just northwest of you, probably 10 miles or so, there's definite possible tornado. What are you seeing?
Well, right now the sky is really dark. We are seeing a ton of lightning, and we haven't spotted a funnel cloud yet, but we are headed north on Highway 65, and we are just less than 30 miles south of Branson, and the clouds, the sky is really dark, and again, it's just a ton of lightning.
Okay, a lot of lightning down there. Again, I would say, and what I can do is, gauge for me how many miles north of Harrison you are. Would you say a mile, 2?
I would say more like 5. We're about 25 miles north or south of Branson, I would say. 25 miles south of Branson on Highway 65.
Yeah,
there are a lot of people out here that are actually pulling over on the side of the road to check out these clouds and just check out the storm.
You're about 10 miles south of where we have a possible tornado. So definitely keep an eye out there. Stay safe, of course, because there's yet again another tornadic circulation coming into the Omaha, Arkansas area. Rachel, we'll get back to you. Again, let us know if you have any other reports. And our own Jerry Jacob is with us, joining us with some more information as well. Jerry.
Kevin, I just got off the line with Joe Scott, who is the director of the Parks Department director in Berryville, Arkansas. He's been at the community center all afternoon with people there, and they've just been getting hit by wave after wave after wave. Now the third wave due west of him, he said the sky is just black to the west of Berryville. However, good news. So far, he says he has seen no damage, confirmed no damage. He's hearing rumors, and he's seeing the sheriff out and about, but has seen no damage in Berryville, Arkansas so far. So the word from Berryville, Arkansas, at least the center of town there, is that no major damage, no catastrophe has occurred at this point, and hopefully won't. But due west of there, he says the sky right now just looks black, as you can look on the radar there and see for yourself.
Yeah, there it is again, another one.
Right, yeah, we have a new severe thunderstorm warning. This is for northern Boone County until 7:15. Once again, a recurring theme. We've seen these storms with quarter-size hail, maybe even bigger, damaging winds in excess of 60 miles per hour. The storm is located 5 miles southwest of Omaha, or 11 miles east of Green Forest, and moving east at 35 miles per hour.
Okay, still watching these storms very closely here. Let's see. Let's go ahead and see what all counties we currently have. Those are all the counties that have tornado. Any update? Find out what you've got into the Shannon County area. If you get any other information, let me know.
Oh, okay.
But Shannon County, they're still under a tornado warning. Let's go back to that one, because if you're in imminence right now to Birch Tree, you want to be taking shelter. Boy, there's our camera. Look at the white caps showing up at Bull Shoals Lake right now. That is located near the Diamond City, Lead Hill area. In northern portions of Arkansas, they're getting very, very intense winds, as you can see there, whipping around. The boats there, they're on the lake. And Diamond City, Lead Hill, just to give you an idea, again, our camera is essentially located right about here. And so we're probably going to try to turn that around just a little bit to the north and west and see what we're seeing, but also to the west with this other hook that we're seeing, where we have that possible tornado there, now southwest of Omaha, and another in there west of Diamond City is what we're tracking with this. Still efforting to see, getting reports if we've had any damage or whatnot. These storms continue to show rotation with them. They continue to show pretty decent signs of a possible tornado with them. And I'm just going to look at some parameters here for a second. Bear with me. We don't usually show this on the air all the time, but it's a parameter that kind of allows us to see rotation within the storm. I'm going to switch over here to something.
Kevin, as you're doing that, I'll mention here in Springfield, we're still hearing rumbles of thunder. We've had some gusty winds, but nothing severe this far north. So the good news is we're seeing more of that stable air moving to the south. And boy, it looks like these tornadoes and the severe weather is right on the edge of the dry air and the higher, more rich, moist area.
Yeah.
It's from Rachel DeBrovin, of pictures she just sent in. That is looking at what you see. I will get this to Keith in the booth.
Perfect,
But
perfect.
what does that look like to you?
Boy, that looks very intense. Clouds there. Hard to tell. Dark clouds there. Low-hanging clouds reaching to the ground. Again, they're, like I said, they're about 10 miles to the south. They need to be probably a little bit closer to see anything, but something we're watching here. Got Jacob Honeycutt's calling here. Go, Bob, you can talk to him on my phone and see what our storm chaser that has actually been out in the Tulsa area, tracking the storms out there. So we've got a crew out there. We've also got our Brian DePriest. We have Brian's stream. Is that up? He was located down. He was actually heading to the storm on Highway 65. We're going to try to. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay. So. Oh, hello. Oh, there we go. Mic went off for a second. That's Brian DePriest's stream there. Our storm chaser located on Highway 65. It looks like he's out trying to get a view of what he's seeing. Can we try to get Brian on the phone? Guys back in the control room, try to get Brian on the phone. Did you talk to Jacob there?
I did not.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. All right, so we're going to try to get Brian on the phone. He's down there right now watching these storms. We'll go back to the radar as we try to get him on the line here. Again, we're still seeing rotation with this. It does look like they dropped the tornado warning. Let's see here. Mm-hmm. Okay, looks like they have tornado warning. Tornado warning it's expired, I believe. It's expired is what it's done. They continue to have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect there for portions of Boone and Carroll County, Arkansas, and portions of Stone and Taney County as well. All right, I want to kick back over to our weather cam here because, all right, we're going to stay with this here for a second. Wow, look at the water there, really, because we're now getting a storm really close to this area. This is Lead Hill near Diamond City, and just look at how intense the waves there on the lake. I'm trying to paint over just a little bit more, because if we look off to the west, we would be able to potentially see something, because it's just to the west. You're going to see more boats there that are really getting rocked on the lake. Several of those boats there with the intense winds that are probably going to be getting up to 40, 50 miles an hour. And there you can see the dark clouds there. I'm going to panning this around back to the west. Hard to tell if we've got any kind of a rotation, but boy, look at those clouds there. You can almost see the movement. All right, so that's kind of what we're looking at. Look, you can almost how fast this is. And I got to tell you, our camera here, it tries to do a really good job of giving us a clean feed, but it's a little jumpy. And the reason I point that out for you is because that doesn't look like it's jumpy. That looks pretty intense to me. So in real time, in real person out there, that would be going even faster. So that is rotation, possibly, or inflow, I should say. It's called inflow, that leads into the storm, and that's what we're looking at there. I'm going to, okay, I'm going to click back to radar because I want to show you where we are in terms of our camera. Okay, and our camera that's located here near Lead Hill, and this is the area that we want to be looking at. I want to look at the velocity here real quick. Yeah, we're definitely seeing rotation there. There's definite rotation showing up with this. Let's click back over to our camera view. See what else we can see here. I mean, I'm just painting around to try to see exactly what we've got with this, because it is just to the north and west. Okay, there, that would be off to the west there, and slightly to the north. Okay. Rachel is down there north of Harrison. Let's pop her shot up there for a second. Okay, so they're traveling, I believe they might be traveling back north on 65. Heading north back on 65, probably getting a little bit closer to that storm that we're watching there, heading right there to the northwest of Harrison. Bob, new warning there?
Yeah, new severe thunderstorm warning. This is for northeastern Boone and northern Marion County until 7:15. Doppler radar has indicated a severe storm capable of producing quarter-size hail and damaging winds in excess of 60 miles per hour. So once again, this has been pretty much the profile of all these storms as they've been moving through this evening. The storm was located 3 miles north of Diamond City or 20 miles northeast of Harrison and moving east at 35 miles per hour.
Okay, so
if you're on or near Bolshoi Lake, like we just saw, get out of the water. I think that's pretty obvious.
I think it's safe to say that probably most people have hopefully done that. But boy, we're still getting some really intense winds there. As we kind of we just keep panning the camera around to see exactly what we can see here. You can see the boats being rocked about a bit there at the dock, in their slips there at the dock. And boy, you can really see on shore there. Look at the water coming in on shore there.
And there's really no protection for those boats there either.
No.
I'm not sure, is that a floating dock there or?
Yeah, that's
okay.
Kind of a floating dock off of, yeah, just right off there. So as we continue to kind of pan around here, see what we can see. All right, Brian DePriest. Brian DePriest is with us. Brian, where are you at right now?
I am just around Omaha, Arkansas right now on a massive storm. Unfreaking believable storm, Kevin. I mean, I'm not surprised I got through the first round of it, but I got through it, and it just came out of nowhere. Holy moly, this thing's amazing.
So as you're looking, so let's see here. Are you looking just to you're looking to the north, south of Omaha? Is that right? Is that what your picture is that you're looking?
Yeah, the picture is going to be off to my east. Going toward, I don't even know cities over there in Arkansas on that side. It's be going toward like Mountain Home.
Okay, gotcha. So Omaha here. I'm gonna click up our radar here real quick and kind of show your location. You're on Highway 65, okay, right? You're right there on 65, and so you're looking at that rotation there. With that, are you seeing rotation? Have you seen any reports of damage?
Oh, yeah, this whole thing is rotating. I mean, it is spinning like a top. I'm actually surprised they took the tour warrant off of it.
Okay, yeah, it's still showing some signs of rotation here. It's getting a little bit more scattered, so to speak, for us, but I can tell you that you've still got a pretty intense... Have you seen any damage? That's the thing. We've been trying to get reports of damage in Omaha. Has there been anything? Have you heard?
I haven't heard nothing yet of any touchdown in Omaha.
Okay. Try to effort up there once you get to a safe spot, and let us know what you see up there, because there were some pretty good indications on radar that there might have been a little bit of damage there. So see if you can try to track some of that down. We'll check back with you coming up here in a little bit. Or I'm Brian Dupree, Storm Chaser, located near Omaha, Arkansas, which is north of Harrison. Back to our camera view that is near Diamond City, Lead Hill, as the intense part of the storm rolls down there.
Kevin, I do want to mention real quick, too, that warning for Boone and Marion County also includes a little sliver of southern Taney County.
Okay.
They're very right along the county line there.
Okay, right along the county lines, still getting, boy, you can see that boat that's really being whipped around there. This is in the same area that last night we had a water spout that was down there, and once again, very intense winds. We're trying to just see if we can see anything, because it is moving right over where our camera is located. So we'll see what we can see here as we kind of pan it around. Still some rotation showing up with this near Lead Hill, South Lead Hill, near Diamond City, and that's pretty much where we're at here. What we've been showing you with this camera view, we pan it back around. Again, this is right there on the lake. It's the little finger there from Bull Shoals Lake. And I'm just kind of moving it around. So that's actually now going to be back off to the west there. See if we can see anything. You can see the flag that is really kind of waving around there. I don't know if that's, if we're seeing anything there, kind of a small little lowering there. It's tough to tell, not completely clear, but that looks almost like a little wall cloud there. Lowering of the base there, the wall cloud.
Kevin, I'm also looking at the Storm Prediction Center's storm report map. We have Benton, Madison, and Carroll counties in Arkansas. They talked about the rain-wrapped tornadoes there, as we spoke of, and several reports of hail too. 4 miles south of southeast of Bodark here in Greene County, an 1 3/4 hail, very big hail. Also an 1 3/4 well, that's Kansas. So in Greene County and Springfield, we had 1.5 inches hail. Much of the hail in Springfield was dime to nickel size.
A lot of hail reports there.
A lot of hail reports.
All right, guys, let's stick to our camera view there. I want to stick on this because it really is looking like there's a kind of a lowering there. You can almost see the difference in the color. It's so hard to tell there, but I'm going to jump on. Can you pop me up on the wall, please? Thank you. What we've got here is this lowering that seems to be taking shape here. See, it is right through here. A wall cloud, it's hard to tell if we've got some rotation in there, but this is my concern with this storm. As they don't have a tornado warning out for this. We're looking at it here on our camera view, again, near Lead Hill, Diamond City, right now on Bull Shoals Lake, and what seems to be a kind of formation that we look for if there's some rotation and a possible tornado, but you can see something right there. The trees are obviously covering it, but that's what we're keeping a very close eye on. I kind of want to point that out to individuals there as they continue severe thunderstorm warnings with this.
Shannon County, severe thunderstorm warning until 7:45. Severe storm was located near Eminence and moving east at 30 miles per hour. Could see ping pong ball size hail. So put the car in the garage, obviously, and stay in from the outdoors, because you get hit by ping pong ball size hail. It's really going to hurt. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Obviously, people and animals outdoors will be injured. Expect hail, damage to roofs, siding, windows, vehicles. So once again, take shelter in locations like Alley Spring, Eminence, Mildridge, Round Spring, and West Eminence. This warning also includes Current River State Park and the Ozark National Scenic Riverways. This warning replaces the tornado warning that will expire at 7 p.m. in about a minute or so.
Okay. All right, we've got Rachel. We have her shot up, guys. She's down there near Omaha, Arkansas. Is she on the phone, or we just have her picture there? We've got her, okay, we've got her picture there. As you can see, they're traveling there. You can almost see a greenish tint to the sky. That greenish tint means that there's hail. Typically hail
right.
Showing up there in a storm, and you get that green color to the sky. It's basically the, believe it or not, the sun's rays reflecting off of those ice particles and the hailstones themselves. And so you get that greenish tint as a result.
Definitely a spooky scene there.
Yeah, it is. All right, let's go back to our camera view, if we can here. I'm continuing to be very surprised that there's not a tornado warning on our...
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, that's rotation. That's rotation here that we've got there on that. Look at that. Okay? This is the live view right now, looking near Lead Hill, Arkansas, off there in the distance. I mean, look at that. That's rotation right there.
Is.
I mean, you can see it plain as day. It's rotation there with that. Can't tell if anything is on the ground, but yeah, I mean, it's about as clear cut as you can get. You're looking at a live view right now, our Bull Shoals Lake camera that we have. You can see the rotation within this thunderstorm cell showing up here. That might have been
and the lowering of the clouds as well.
The lowering of the cloud base there. You know, very, very low cloud base. But you can see that intense rotation there as this moves across. We're going to continue to follow this view here, see if there's anything. Okay, what is that? Off there.
To the right.
To the right. Let's let this stop here for a second. Hard to tell if that's a funnel there or not.
Or scud, you know.
Or scud cloud there. You can see it there, just off in the distance. All right, that is actually going to be looking just there to the almost to the west there. All right, they still just have a severe thunderstorm warning on this, it looks like. But I can tell you that we're still seeing some pretty good signs of rotation. I'm going to swing this camera back around here just a second and get an idea of where we're pointed here as this comes back around to the lake. And you can see some of the lightning flashes there that are showing up as well. Let's see what we've got. Still what we call scud clouds, kind of lowering there. That are not tornado, they're not the tornadic part of the storm, but again, there's still some really intense rotation that is showing up according to what we're seeing here on radar. I'm going to swing it back around once again. This is down near Lead Hill, Diamond City. As we try to get a view of this here, you can just see the sky. It's churning. It's almost churning, so to speak. And we're looking at multiple areas of circulation down here into northern portions of Arkansas. All right, how about as I do this, if you guys in the control room can switch back to radar for me. So go ahead and switch. You can punch up ESP straight. Thank you. There's that. And again, what we're seeing there is our camera view is located down there. Is looking at that rotation, that rotating marker right there. It's now going to be to the east, and that's what I'm trying to do is get our camera pointed that way so we can once again see what's happening down that way. But that's one storm, and then we're still looking at other storms and activity here back off here to the south and west near Omaha. Still rotation there, and Rachel Dubrovin is down there. Rachel, what are you seeing down there again?
Well, we are actually in the town of Omaha, and it looks like quite a few trees were taken out. We saw a sign that was taken down. There's a ton of debris in the road. We're still getting a little bit of rain. It seems to be dying off, but we can see a ton of lightning in the distance. It got pretty messy out here.
All right, how big of trees would you say you've got down there? Could you gauge a diameter of some of the? Are they whole trees? Are they branches? What is it exactly?
I wouldn't say that any large trees came down, but it's definitely a lot of branches and maybe some smaller trees were taken out here. But nothing monumental. We're keeping an eye out right now. We're driving around and trying to find the worst of the damage, but nothing too severe.
Okay, very good. It's Rachel Dubrovin. She is down there in Omaha, Arkansas right now, where they've had several areas of rotation of storms that have come through. We're back to looking at our Bull Shoals Lake cameras. It kind of pans around here a bit as we try to gauge exactly what we're seeing there. It's really hard to tell, and we're just going to come back to radar here for now, so we can kind of get a better idea of what we got. But still circulation with that cell there now east of Diamond City, and this is going to be crossing over the Missouri-Arkansas state line here before too long. All right, we're getting reports of some thunderstorm wind damage in the Summersville area there, Bob.
Okay, yeah, and then further to the north on the radar there, as we just saw in Taney County, you get into those magenta colors, and boy, I'm sure that's the big hail.
Yeah, that's your big hail. Let's go back over here. Let's see, Summersville, back out here to the west is where we had reports of some wind damage back out there. So we're seeing that. Let's go ahead and take you back down into Taney County, where Bob was just talking about some of the intense colors showing up in the magenta color there. Yeah, there's some of your hail. Right?
Yeah, south and east of
Reuter, southeast
okay.
of Reuter. Those colors right there, that's your intense hail there. Classic little supercell with your hail up here and your potential tornadic circulation here just to the south. All right, let's continuing. All right, so still not a warning on this here. There's still rotation with it. I mean, that's what our radar is showing. Let's see if we can see. Let me switch this back over to some velocity here. The velocity mode is what allows us to actually see the rotation within the storm cell. And we're seeing that. Still see those reds and some of those greens there, Bob.
Yeah, right. And what we're looking at here is it's called velocity. And you get the red color, basically the red and the green color real close together. And that's the wind coming into the radar and the wind going away from the radar.
Exactly, and that's where you would have that potential for a tornado to develop in that area there, which is now east of Diamond City. Why don't we kick back to our camera view here real quick, see what we can see.
And as you mentioned, it's really tough to make out the sky too well. It's almost because it's backlit, it's bright behind.
Backlit, it's exactly right. and it makes it tough to kind of see things there clearly. Trees obviously don't help. We all live here in the Ozarks. We know how it is with trees. So that is obviously something that makes it a very difficult situation to try to point anything out. Continuing to get in some of these reports of some wind damage and whatnot. Swinging our camera back around. We'll let that kind of come back around just for a second. But still, we've got rotation on this. Backing it out here once again. All of these storms are hugging right along the Missouri and Arkansas state line now, and you can see all of our rotating markers there. Do we have Rachel that's out there? We've got her shot there. Okay, we've got her shot there. She's traveling Omaha. Looks like they're going to pull over to the side of the road there. Looks like a sign there. I don't know if that sign's gotten... Looks a little off there from my point of view, but where they may have had a little bit of damage there in the Omaha, Arkansas area. They've got another storm actually coming their way right now. As you can see, they're right here. They've got a secondary storm coming in as well.
Yeah, and this is from Carroll County, Arkansas, the Office of Emergency Management there. Tree limbs down, power lines down. The good news is no reports of personal property damage.
Okay.
But lots of hail reports, as we've been seeing. We've had many large hail reports. There was one here in Oak Grove and several locations across the Ozarks.
What's the biggest hail you've noticed?
I've noticed 2-inch hail.
2-inch hail?
2-inch hail in Noble.
Okay. So that's
in Ozark County.
Sure. And so that's to the size of an egg, 2-inch hail. Think of an egg. That's 2-inch hail, and we've had reports of actually windshields damaged as well with some of these hail. And that's been the main thing with this, has been large hail, but now these tornadic circulations in far southern Missouri and northern Arkansas taking shape, and we're still seeing some pretty intense signs of rotation on these storms.
They had softball hail in Tulsa.
Oh, okay, over there in Tulsa area.
4.25-inch hail.
Wow. That's
big hail.
That is very large hail. Softball size hail is almost the biggest that you can really get. All right, seeing circulation starting to tighten up.
Also reports out of Berry County, 2 miles east of Shell Knob, damage to boat docks in Big Bay area.
Okay.
And 1 mile north of Shell Knob, Large billboard blown over.
Okay, very good. Rachel, let's go back to Rachel Dubrovenshot is down there near Omaha. That's our photographer, Tony Wynn, who's out there getting some video there. They pulled over there to the side of the road, possibly shooting some of the damage they've had. Back in the control room, are you guys in touch with him on the phone? Okay. Well, the reason that I talk about that is let them know, get their exact location to me and get back to me immediately with their location, whether they're south of Omaha or they're on 65, what highway they are, because there's another circulation that's developing for them, okay, and I want them to be aware of that, and we're seeing that right here. Okay, we're seeing another circulation. I want to know where their location is. They're just, so we make sure that our crew is staying safe as well. But again, there's circulation there, and I'm seeing it when we look at the rotation. Okay, pretty intense rotation with this. I am shocked that there's not a tornado warning on this cell here, to be honest with you. Okay.
We have a piece of good news. They're starting to chip away at the severe thunderstorm watch further to the north. So Dade, Jasper, Laclede counties are now canceled as far as the severe thunderstorm watch.
Okay, very good. That's obviously some good news for us. But we're still seeing some pretty intense signs of rotation with some of these cells down here into northern portions of Arkansas. If you're down there in Omaha again, take shelter with yet again another severe thunderstorm there that has the potential to produce a tornado. We're still seeing signs of rotation, and we could see yet again another little spin up there. Back to our camera, because we're going to spin this back around and see if we can see this is down there again, Bull Shoals Lake. Let's see if we can swing it back around. Hopefully okay, there we go. Thought we may have lost control of that there for a second again with our camera like we had last night. I want to kick it back over and kind of show you. We can see some of the lightning strikes there. It's going to be getting dark here soon, and that's obviously making things even worse in terms of a level of danger, because it's harder to see some of this activity, right?
Right, exactly. As we saw earlier, these tornadoes were rain-wrapped. The circulation probably is still wrapped by rain. I do want to mention, too, in Boone County, the Office of Emergency Management there reports of some downed trees in Omaha. So.
Yep, okay, and that's exactly what our own Rachel Dubrovin was reporting there as well. Still see some of those boats there kind of getting whipped around a bit. All right, looks like we've got an emergency crew that's down there.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah. They need to be watching out for that storm. You can see those clouds are off in the distance there. And that's back to our Bull Shoals Lake camera. I'm gonna kick it back here, to our radar view here, because they've got another storm coming to their general direction. They need to be, Rachel, give me your exact location. Where are you at?
We are just south of Omaha and Old Highway 65, just east of Highway 65, between the highway and Omaha. It's really dark. We've got some very fast-moving clouds out here, a ton of lightning and thunder. Winds are really picking up.
Okay, you need, wow, your shot is really, really dark. How dark, explain how dark the sky is.
It is very dark and very ominous. Pretty much the only light we're seeing right now is coming from lightning. We got stuff hitting the cars. Leaves are flying all over the place.
Are you seeing any power flashes or anything?
Lightning, a lot of lightning, but.
Okay, I can see there your some of the leaves and whatnot. I'd be careful there. As you can see in front of you, looks to be some kind of rotation there. Be careful right there. You're looking at a live view. This is near Omaha. You can see some of the rotation there. What do we have here? Okay, go and explain what you're seeing there for us.
Okay, well, I'm seeing a lot of fast-moving, very dark clouds. They're pretty low to the ground. We've got a lot of debris on the road. It looks like we're about to come up on a downed tree. And like I mentioned before, a lot of lightning, a pretty good amount of rain is coming down, and just over the last couple of minutes, the wind started to really pick up.
What direction are you traveling? Are you traveling north?
We just made it to Highway 65, and so we are about to head south on Highway 65.
Okay.
And it looks like we are getting hit with hail. Just right now, small pieces of hail are coming down, but it's a lot. Coming down hard.
And
Okay.
that's not surprising.
Yeah, it's not surprising at all.
The clouds looking green there.
Yeah, I can see. Do the clouds look green? Do you see a greenish tint at all to those clouds there?
I would call them bluish green, yeah.
Okay, that would indicate some of that hail. Why don't you guys? Okay, are you at the intersection of 65 and Old Highway 65 right now?
Yes, we are.
Hang out. Yeah, just hang out there for a second. See what you see there. So you're looking due west then, probably. You're looking due west there because that Old Highway 65 comes right up to the regular one there. See, you're right there where there would potentially be some kind of rotation. So just keep your eyes peeled there. Look for any power flashes or look for any damage there. Because you're right in the location where it'd be very intense. Look at that lightning there. You guys obviously stay in your vehicle there with that intense lightning. How big is the hail you'd say you're seeing?
I'm looking at dime size. It's not huge yet.
Okay, about dime size hail. Okay, gotcha. Wow, you can see those flashes of lightning. I don't see. Is there a lot of movement in the trees? You see
right now the trees are not moving a whole lot, but it's just a ton of rain. Rain just picked up. Hail is coming down hard, and visibility very poor. I can only see a couple hundred feet.
Wow, that was some close lightning.
I think my lost.
Okay, Rachel, are you there?
Yes. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, was that a close lightning strike?
Yes. It's very bright and very close. It looks like.
Looks like it's intensifying there a bit there with some of the rain and hail. Just give us a play-by-play of how heavy the rain is and the hail size there.
Okay. Well, it looks like the hail is calming down a little bit, but we're still getting some small pieces of hail. It is a whole lot of rain, and it's coming down quick. Your cars pull over on the side of the road because they're concerned about driving conditions. We do have a little bit of movement in the trees. We definitely got some wind, but it's noisy, a lot of thunder, a lot of lightning.
Okay. Please do everything you can. Stay safe out there, guys. Please stay safe as you track the storm for us. We appreciate you out there, but your safety is number one as well. You're seeing cars pulled over to the side of the road much?
Yeah, we have quite a few cars pull over.
Okay, so when I'm looking at the radar here, I'm seeing some signs of rotation there located where you are. It's almost passing off there to the east of Highway 65 now. Are you looking now north, you would say?
Right now we're giving you a southbound look on Highway 65. We're right by the intersection of Highway 65 and Old Highway 65, but right now we're looking south, and we're actually on the interstate.
Okay, you're actually right there on Highway 65 where those two come together, and that's what we have here. That's on our radar view. You're pretty much located right here where I've circled you guys. I know you can't see this, but just for our viewers at home, that's your location. If you peer off, you might, if you're looking south there, it is in that general location where we might have some rotation, so keep your eyes peeled down there. Okay. All right, Bob.
Yeah.
Did you have something?
Yeah, I'm looking at at our Facebook page, updating that, and boy, they have a big tornado going on in Tulsa right now. We have a picture of that just came down on KSPR weather. So share your pictures safely, of course, and we continue to see just really ominous-looking skies from all of our viewers. We really appreciate the pictures that are coming in, and we're posting those in the gallery as well.
Yeah,
on KSPR.com.
WeatherKSPR.com. For those of you who are watching us, you can watch us online at KSPR.com, and don't forget Facebook, Twitter. Follow us, KSPR Weather, to get and you can send us some of those pictures there. All right, I believe we have Brian DePriest, his picture, his view up. Wow, he is in some intense. He was in Omaha last we heard here. That is some intense rainfall that he is getting there. You can see the lightning. You can see everybody has their hazard lights on right now, obviously to to give notice to people. It looks like they're crossing the state line now. I just saw crossing into Missouri now. So that's what they're at right now. So right there in Missouri. So they're going to be right near Ridgedale there. And they've probably got some intense hail because that's what we've got here on radar. So they're just crossing over the state line there on Highway 65. And so this is what would be that intense hail, intense rain that you were just seeing in their live view. From
now, as
Brian
you mentioned, they had just passed the sign that
so
you're entering a new state.
Welcome to Missouri, and welcome to very intense severe weather there, indeed. So they're in that very heavy rain. You can see it looks like a semi there. That's in front of him. Brian DePriest is an experienced storm chaser. He's been chasing for over 15, I think it's 15, 20 years. So he knows what he's doing. And again, we want everybody to stay safe, and we know how it is with those semis there. You get that wash from those wheels there. It always makes it more difficult.
And if it's raining this hard, the best thing to do is just pull off to the side of the road, put your hazard lights on, and just wait.
Get over, obviously, as far off the shoulder as you can.
Correct.
You want to do that because the other vehicles coming down them don't want to pull over.
Exactly.
It's hard to see it. Hazard lights.
Or maybe wait till the next exit. Get off there, or a rest area.
Rest area, gas station, whatnot there. Do we still have Rachel? Rachel is are you still on the phone with us, Rachel?
We just saw some incredible lightning strikes pretty close to us here.
Are you still okay? You're still stationary. You're still stationary there in that same spot. It looks like.
Yes.
It looks like that you're still seeing. If you want to look off to your east is where there would be possible rotation past you. It's moving to the east. So if you want to peer off there and see if you can see anything, but I can see from your shot there's still some pretty intense rainfall. And some. Are you getting hail still, or is it just heavy rain and a lot of cloud-to-ground lightning?
I would say that it was just heavy rain at this point. No more hail. You know, in just the last couple minutes, it went from being able to see clouds and being able to see clear sky off in the distance to just nothing but gray skies overhead. There's, I can barely differentiate between the clouds here, and it is just a very dark dome.
Okay, very good. Rachel DeBrovin there. They're south of Omaha, near where Highway 65 and Old Highway 65 come together there. We'll come back to the radar here real quick, and we're going to zoom things back out to give you an idea of what we've got. We've still got multiple cells that are showing rotation, and these things are just hugging right along the Missouri and Arkansas state line right now. They're right there along the state line. Multiple little, what we call fingers, so to speak, where there's rotation. You can see each one of those has a little bit of rotation associated with them, becoming a little bit more ragged, hopefully, which would indicate a weakening in terms of the rotational aspect, but still, these are severe thunderstorms. I'm just talking about the tornadic potential may slightly be decreasing, and that is as a result of a little bit less in the way of instability and the energy there needed. But there's still a large hail, damaging wind, heavy rain, and you saw that cloud-to-ground lightning.
Also, a storm report out of Madison, Arkansas, 7 miles north of Forum. Large trees uprooted there near junction of highways 12 and 23. Possible tornado.
Okay, so we're still going to watch these storms for you here. They are still dealing with damage. Tulsa, Sand Springs, Oklahoma, looks like they've
sustained some heavy damage.
Some damage to a mobile home park there that was heavily damaged back in the Tulsa area. Again, since we have had the tornado, no more tornado warnings being issued here, we're going to be wrapping up coverage here momentarily as these storms get into more of a damaging wind and large hail, heavy rain, and lightning threat.
Until today, we had no tornadoes for the month of March, and now the other shoe has dropped.
It has. We were anticipating that we might have possible tornadoes today, and we've had a few obviously out there in Tulsa, and they've had reports of tornadoes on the ground. We've not had any reports of any major damage here. A few trees here and there.
Well, we're seeing really bad weather going through places that we saw tornadoes a couple of years ago. Moore, Oklahoma, Oklahoma City. So those folks know all about big storms.
Yeah, exactly. They do indeed. All right, well, I'll tell you what we're going to do here, guys. We're going to wrap things up, our programming here, and get back to programming, I should say. But we're going to continue to monitor these storms for you. You can follow along with us, continuing streaming online at kspr.com. Get on there. We'll continue our coverage. If any more reports come in, we'll, of course, let you know the very latest. In the meantime, we apologize for interrupting programming, but now we'll send you back to your regular